welcome back. Today we have got some crazy light going on. This sun is coming in and out. We've had hail, rain, sunshine. There should be a rainbow out there somewhere, but it is doing, I look like I have an Instagram filter on. But we're gonna let the show go on. Hopefully it'll distract you from my extremely dry skin. I've introduced a new retinol to my regime. Used it a little heavy-handed last night. I went to bed really late after working all day, being up at 5:30. I didn't go to bed till quite late, and I just kind of like slathered myself and flopped into bed. I think it was a little bit much. My cheeks are peeling, my nose is peeling over one night. So I do actually really like the product, but my skin is not... Hopefully you can't see what is happening here. The camera tends to blur a little bit, and this light is also distracting. So anyways, we're doing a bit of a mishmash today. Things that I love at the moment. Of course, we have to do a little mini micro thrift haul. I wouldn't deny you some of my thrift items I have found recently. Ken actually saw a few other items actually that were hanging up behind me, and he came in and he was like, whoa. Have you lost your mind? He thinks I'm going a little bit cuckoo with the pandemic and not going anywhere, and my style's a little bit outside of the box these days, but I like it. It's just clothes. Put it on. If you like it, wear it. Who cares if other people don't like it? If it makes you feel good, wear it. The best part about all this stuff is it's all thrifted. It's all secondhand. It was really affordable. And when I'm done with it, it'll go back to the thrift store and someone else can enjoy it. So yes, a little mini thrift haul, and then I'm gonna do a little unboxing of some exciting new sparkly stuff, a few little adventures that we've been on, just different things I've been watching, and what we're up to tonight. Possibly a little tiny micro vlog at the end of this, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, let's take a look at what I have found at the thrift shops recently. I think I better try them on because it just doesn't do any justice when I just hold them up to the camera, does it? It's just so much better when you try them on. I'm gonna push the camera back and I'll quickly throw on the first item to show you. Okay, first item is just a plain, easy breezy little t-shirt that I just happened to find. Normally I don't look through the t-shirts because I generally don't like them. And you gotta really, really dig to find one you like, but this one was like right at the front of the rack and I was like, boom, I must have you. I think it was like $3. And up close, hopefully you can read that, Canada's provincial flowers. How cool is that? So it has all the different flowers for the different provinces. Somewhere on here is BC, my very own BC. Somewhere. British Columbia. Pacific dogwood. So, educational and cool. I love it. It's kind of like your own little horticulture botany class on a shirt. Whichever one it is. One's the science and one's the actual planting of them. I thought that was super cool, especially because it says Canada on it. Yes. Okay, next is this big comfy guy. It's like a rusty brown kind of color. And it's a really heavy woven knit, super, super chunky, big floppy, no shape, super cool and homely looking. It has all these like weird little hairs that come out of it constantly, which is actually kind of annoying. They're always on things. I love it so much. It's really, really soft and just like wobbly, you know? It's not like stiff at all. It's just like very robe-like. So it originally had big, ugly wooden buttons on the front of it, which I'm not a fan of the wood button look. So I took those off and rolled up the sleeves a little bit. They kind of naturally roll on themselves anyways. Big, long, chunky cardigan. Mostly I love the texture of it. Really heavy knit. So that was a couple bucks as well. I think this was from Salvation Army. Covers the backside. Actually looks good with my Canada Flower shirt. I've worn this one a ton already. There's even little pockets in the front. Can't beat it. Oh, the color of this looks even better on camera. This was another one that just happened to be sitting at the front of a rack. So lucky to find this. This is super cool. Again, Canadian themed. It says Rockies right across the front of it. And it has this super retro ice pick climber dude on the front here. I love these colors, so 80s. This blue with this really washed out kind of orangey red, and then the green on his backpack and whatnot. So good. It's really worn in. It's super old. Oversized men's section. I think this was a couple bucks as well. Ken was super jealous of this one when I came home with it. He is probably going to steal it at some point. Would probably, well, I think it'll be too small on him. It's actually quite tight on the bottom here, so it rolls perfectly with jeans. Such an awesome find. You don't see this all the time in thrift stores, so. And you guys know I'm a sucker for old tags. This one only has one super old tag, so old that there's nothing written on it anymore. Not a thing to be seen on it. It's almost falling off. Oh, you can see a tiny, tiny little bit there. Something World XL. I don't think that's gonna show up on camera, but anyways, such a good find. Okay, and last but not least, dun, da, da, da. Let me just preface by I got these on a 50% off deal one day. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. I got tongue twisted. So I think I paid $4 for them, but here they are. Whoa, retro. So cool. I never thought I would wear emerald green blue sneakers with gold accents, but here they are, my $4 runners. They are really, really old. You can just tell, they're actually not that worn, but they're by the brand Brooks, and I'm pretty sure they're from the 80s, early 90s maybe. Check out the tag there. And they say Brooks on the inside too. I just ran them through the washing machine. I love them. I wear them with like everything. I've been collecting a few of these kind of sneaker shoes, retro style sneakers for a while now, so I've got a few different ones to show you, but I love them with dresses, with jean shorts, just with anything basically, but I think it's a really cool look to do like feminine, it's like florals and stuff with just casual retro sneakers on your feet. So once we get into warmer weather, you'll see more outfits like that over on Instagram. Make sure you follow along over there and you'll see more sneaker inspiration happening over there. So yes, those are some highlights of what I found recently at the thrift store. Next, I have a little unboxing. This was sent to me, just so you know. They're from ANA LUISA. They sent me over a few jewelry pieces that I have not unboxed yet. Oh, there's the funny light again. So I thought I would open up on camera because I'm super excited about them, especially one in particular. I do have a few pieces from ANA LUISA and I've loved all of them. Actually wearing their earrings right now. I often wear these on the weekends. I'm not actually allowed to wear anything like this in the OR because there's a little stud on them and there's a chance that that could fall into something sterile, which we don't want. So we're only allowed to wear studs. So I change these out during the week. I have, oh, there's Ken. You want to come say hi to the camera? I'm filming. We gotta get you back in front of the camera again. Why? Because it's fun to have you on camera. Everyone loves you. You need socks? Okay. Okay, the socks have been delivered and he could not be convinced to come say hi. But if I do that little mini vlog this evening, I'm sure you'll see at least his hands tinkering around in the kitchen there. As I was saying, ANA LUISA, I love their products. They are sterling silver coated with gold. So really good quality, affordable, love them. Most earrings will make me pretty sensitive within like a couple hours. These I can wear, like I'm gonna wear them all weekend, sleep in them, shower in them, the whole thing. So yeah, they're really great, love them. So they sent me 3 more pieces to check out. And I believe there's a coupon code down below if you are interested in purchasing anything. I'll put it down below if I do have one available. Oh, this is the necklace. Let me just quickly unwrap it so you get the full effect. It's all protected here. Again, really nice quality, heavy. Ooh, yeah, that's got a nice weight to it. It's like a green gemstone, very similar to my sweater actually, in the center there. So let's quickly throw it on, see what that looks like, lengthwise and whatnot. And then there's another piece that is actually meant to go with it that comes in the set. Got it on the right way? Yes, okay. I am a huge fan of gold and I love their gold pieces because it's not like that cheapy yellow gold. Sometimes they look too yellow and they just look really cheap. This is like a nice, warm, deep, rich gold. So yeah, I love the weight of that. So nice. Ooh, yeah. So this one's just a simple chain. Obviously they can be worn alone or together. This one I think I'm gonna make a little bit shorter and wear it above that, kind of layered like so. Let's put her on. Take her for a spin. It's very dainty, simple. If you know me, I'm wearing pretty simple jewelry, nothing too fancy, usually just my gold necklace, a gold necklace of some sort, and my rings obviously, and maybe a pair of earrings. That's about as far as I go. So this feels very, very dressed up for me, especially during a pandemic when I'm going nowhere, but I love it. I'm all jazzed up. Okay, next up is a pair of earrings. I love these two, again with the coloring is spot on. There they are. So they're really simple half hoop earrings, rope-like texture. So again, very simple, classic. They just feel so sturdy too. Like once they go on, they are not going anywhere. They got a nice weight to them. Oh yeah, I could easily sleep in that too. They'll sit nice and flat. Hopefully you can see the detail on it. They have a few different options of this rope-like texture, but I really liked the simple kind of post style earring. And I think the last one is going to be my favorite. I loved these on the website. They are so cool. Very mod. This is kind of a statement earring for me, I would say. Not necessarily an everyday earring, but for some, I'm sure they would be, and maybe they would become part of my everyday routine, I don't know. But these are the last ones. They're really cool shape. They're not rectangular, they're not circular. They're just kind of halfway in between. Bit of a statement, but not too much. They actually come in a smaller size as well. I think they're called the mini. This is the small. I'll have them linked directly down below if you're interested in them, but love those. Super cool. All one piece. Okay, there she is. Pop out the rope ones. Oh, I already did. I had myself. They just open like that. Hopefully you can see. Oh yeah. Exactly what I wanted. They're light enough that they don't bother you, and I can actually sleep in these too. They're not bothersome. And they're not too clunky. They lay flat, nice and shiny, but just kind of a little bit more than your average stud. And not your classic hoop either. They're not just a simple gold hoop. They're a little more stylized, I think. Even the little click sounds nice. You know, you can tell a good car from like the way the door sounds when you close it. I have that feeling with these earrings too. So that's that. That's what they sent me. If you want to use the coupon code down below, you're welcome to. I don't get anything from it. It's just down there if you want it. So yeah, thank you, ANA LUISA. I love them. So the next thing I wanted to share was something you might have seen on my Instagram already. It was actually a little mini road trip. This was like our big adventure of the weekend. This was probably one of the biggest adventures we'd done in some time. But we actually drove from the burbs to an area of Vancouver called Deep Cove. If you are local, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's kind of like a destination style area to visit. Especially in the summer, there's a beautiful hike and lots of trails out that way, but it is the most idyllic little area, and it is so picture perfect. The water is crystal clear. There's nothing but mountains and greenery around you, hiking trails, the cutest little tiny shops. The streets are cute. There's water, mountains, hiking. You can get your beer on a patio. Didn't do that right now. We just went out for the adventure, essentially, and went out onto the docks. It happened to be snowing that day. It was glorious. It was cold, but glorious. And we were just kind of taking in all the air and just literally taking deep breaths because it just smells so good there. It smells like home, smells like Vancouver, it smells like the mountains. And we're just like, just so happy at that moment to be home in Vancouver and to call Vancouver home again. It couldn't have looked more beautiful that day. It was awesome. So I encourage you to explore your own backyard. I know that we are very spoiled here in Vancouver. We have some of the most beautiful places on earth right here in our own backyard, but it's easy to just say, oh, I'm gonna stay home today and just chill out on the couch. There's nothing to do. Just take a little drive. You never know where you end up. You might find a cute little restaurant to sit on a patio somewhere, or a new trail that you've never been to. You never know. You never know what you're gonna find. Yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed it that day. Loved it. It was the best. And the other thing I wanted to share was this one, it's hard to watch in like the best way possible, but it like literally makes my chest hurt, physically hurt, to think about the fact that Amsterdam, our life in Amsterdam and days of just taking off to wherever, are no longer with us. We're here in Vancouver now. But anyways, back when we were in Amsterdam, a lovely photographer named Marissa contacted me and asked if she could use me as a model basically for the day. So she came over to our Amsterdam apartment. I actually vlogged that day, if you guys remember it. She took some lovely photos of our apartment and just kind of walking around the neighborhood, and then she took some nice couple photos of us, of Ken and I in the evening, which was so nice of her. And she just happened to also have a really retro film camera, and took some little clips of us kind of walking around the neighborhood as well, and she put it all together, sent it to me a few weeks ago, and my heart just like sunk when I saw it, especially with the music. I hope I'm going to be able to use the original music she used here because it was perfect, but I might not be able to because of YouTube's restrictions, so it might be a different music put on top of that, but I'll insert that here.
I don't know why we choose to hide our smile whenever we're not around each other, Do we risk it all? Take that leap, at least we'll fall together.
So yes, that already seems like forever ago. I'm so happy that Marissa offered to do that for us. It's such an amazing keepsake for us. We'll definitely be watching it back for many, many years to come. Something to show our kids one day, along with all our other more casual vlogs, but that's just like, you know, a quick little snippet of an afternoon in Amsterdam. I'm sure it probably makes you guys hurt a little bit too. I know you loved our Amsterdam vlogs. It's just so weird to say that that apartment is no longer ours and we're not living there anymore. It's weird. But when we were there, we couldn't wait to get back here. When we're here, we want to go back. The grass is always, always greener. Okay, and the last thing is a few things that we've been watching. As you guys know, I am a through and through true crime watcher, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit. We are home a lot, so we run out of TV a lot to watch. I watch a lot of, you know, trash TV as well, like 90 Day Fiancé, but we've been trying a few different shows, and a few I've actually really, really liked, which is super rare. I find it really hard to get into new series. Anything that's really popular, everyone's like, oh, you gotta watch it. I just can't. So I gave a few a shot. I actually liked them, so teaching myself a lesson there. You just gotta give it a go. Try something new. So a few that we really, really liked, all three of us really liked. If you haven't already watched them, you probably have. But first one was The Flight Attendant. We've all really, really enjoyed that. Hoping, I think there's next season coming. There should be. Super excited for that. We watched The Wilds, went through that super quickly. Never imagined I would like that kind of show, but I kind of forced myself through the first half of the first episode, and then I was kind of hooked. Went through it super quickly. We started watching The Sinner, which is not new. It's actually old. There's 3 seasons of it. The first one is with Jessica Biel. Loved the first season. We're working on the second right now. It's quite interesting. Also kind of involves crime, so I'm a little more interested in that one. It keeps me more engaged, even though it's not true crime, which is my go-to. It's really good. If you need something to watch, give it a try. I think that one is Netflix, if I'm correct. And then one true crime that I watched recently was The Night Stalker. If you are a true crime watcher, you probably watched the whole thing through on Netflix, but I loved it. I've watched a ton of documentaries on that guy. Super, super creepy. Would have been incredibly scary to live through that. Yeah, just a wild story. If you want to just blow your mind on a Friday night, type in The Night Stalker on Netflix. Give it a watch. It's quite interesting. So I think that's all I'm going to share for now. That's all I've got at the moment. I've been blabbering on for quite some time. Hopefully you're not bored of me yet. Making up for lost time, I guess. But I think I will tack on a tiny little bit of what we're doing tonight, which is, again, super exciting. Taking advantage of our lockdown type situation here. And we are actually going to Italy. Literally, I got dressed and washed my hair, put on makeup, not only to film, but because I am going to Italy tonight. We are going to Italy in my mom's kitchen tonight. We're gonna take on all the senses of Italy. Ken's making homemade pasta. We actually got an attachment to go onto our KitchenAid that's gonna flatten it all out for us and cut it into perfect little pieces. Because the last time we tried it, it was really hard to get it perfectly thin. So we've got this adapter now. We're gonna try that out. Homemade sauce, bruschetta. It's gonna be a whole family affair. We've got some Italian wine that we picked up. We're gonna make Negronis. We're gonna watch, I don't know if you've heard about this, but this should be good, I think. It looks really good from the clips that I've seen. The Stanley Tucci, I think it's called Searching for Italy. It looks awesome, beautifully filmed. He basically travels around Italy talking to people, trying the different lemons and trying out all different pastas and different foods and talking to different people, and oh my god. I'm hoping it's all just gonna kind of like transport us to Italy. I was telling Ken we should get some like Italian flags or something to like go all the way up, and he was like, I think we're good. So we're gonna try to ignite all of our senses. It sounds silly, but it's something to look forward to, right? It's something different than just sitting down and watching our classic 90 Day Fiancé on a Friday night. It's just a little bit different. We've all been super excited about it all week. I've come home from work every day being like, ooh, I just can't wait to go to Italy on Friday. And Ken's like, oh, me too. Even though we're stuck at home, we're gonna make it fun. We've done this a few times actually. We did like a charcuterie night, so we went to the grocery store and we picked out all these different things we'd never normally buy, made a huge charcuterie board, and we all cozied up downstairs in the rec room and put the fireplace on and made a big event of it, you know? It feels special. We did the same thing on Super Bowl actually too. Even though it was just the three of us and we didn't need a ton of food, we made all of our usual foods as if we were gonna have a Super Bowl party. We made Rice Krispie squares and pigs in a blanket and cheese board and baked brie cheese and like so much. We were eating leftovers for 3 days, all three of us. We were sick of it by the end, but it just felt like normal, right? Explore your own backyard. Try something at home that you wouldn't normally do, shake it up, and it's fun. Okay, so I'll say bye for now. I'll see you in the kitchen later. Hi there. So, we're sitting here in the living room. Now I'm sitting here editing what I filmed earlier with a glass of wine. I'm gonna go see what Kenny's doing. He's making our dinners. How's it looking? Oh, I said it maybe looks a little bit dry, and he said you're too dry, which is true. My face is cracking today. This is the flour he says you gotta use. The 00 is important apparently. It could be breaking all the Italian rules, but I think it'll taste great.
Breaking all the what?
Italian rules. Welcome to Italy.
Yeah. Look at that. That's nice.
We're having the good stuff tonight.
That's perfect.
Wow.
That's like real pasta.
Yeah, I like it.
He's very pleased with himself.
Very exciting. See if I'll take
Let's
this
see what
guy.
it feels like. Oh, it feels pretty good.
Feels really good.
Yeah, I thought it looked too dry, but...
Come on, buddy.
Oh.
Come on, buddy. You got it.
You're gonna be like Lady and the Tramp trying to eat that. attack. That's just barking. That's just a lot of noise. That's not what we wanted. Yeah.